afternoon, people. It is a Thursday. I've taken some time off work and we've come to another aqueduct, but alongside this aqueduct is a viaduct which carries a railway. We've just had a lush cup of big cup of black coffee and a nice scone with a little bit of Welsh butter in Cafe Wilbur with some funny looking sheep, really. Anyway, here we are. We're coming down to the canal itself. This forms a part of the Llangollen to Chirk Canal, and there we are. Oh, there's some people screaming. Hello, ducky duck. Quack quack. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to have a look through the tunnel. Now, I've heard this tunnel is a bit long. Oh my god, I can't even see the other end down there. It's down that way somewhere. And then out through the light that way. Anyway, so we are at the Chirk Aqueduct and Viaduct. We are hoping to get David up. May not have any video. It is a bit windy, but we'll see if we can get him up without any wind warnings. Right, let's walk through tunnel number 23. As you can probably hear, the noise in tunnel 23 is deafening. Some kids having some fun, and we're going to turn around. There you are. There's the aqueduct over there. And of course, halfway over the aqueduct, we will be in England. Right, here are the noisy crowd coming out. If they're not kids, then respect. But if they are kids, respect. All right, here we go. We'll wait for them to come through and we'll take a walk ourselves. Right, what we're going to do, we are going to walk through tunnel 23, take you with us, but it is just one big black hole. Tusty. Here we go. There's a noisy lot. Hello, right? I don't think the sunglasses are going to do me any good in here, do you? And here we are walking through tunnel number 23. We might wait for this lot to go and we'll get the torch from the phone on. Which way are you going? That way. Why? Can you be on camera? Yeah. Noisy lots. Noisy. Hello. Oh, there we are. You can't see anything now. Okay. Sorry. No, you're alright.
Hello.
Can't see much through there.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
Thank you. Oh, mommy. Oh, sorry.
No, you're alright.
Sorry. Guys.
Many more? Is that it? Oh, a few more. Right, so here we are. Let's use the torch. There we are. Not so good, but you can see. Right, I think that is it. I think we are the only ones now in the tunnel. Oh my god, it's massive. Wait for them to go now a bit and we might have a bit of echo. Woohoo! Hell of an echo. So here we are through tunnel number 23. If you like confined, dark, cool spaces, this is not the place for you. But on the other hand, if you do, this is the place for you. Okay, we're going to speed the next section up so it's not too long. Here we go. An old couple that I saw before entering the tunnel told me, in fact, tunnel 23 is only 3/4 of a mile long. Wow, so that's 1.5 miles, isn't it? 3/4 there and 3/4 back. So here we are then, back to normal speed, not far from the end of the tunnel. And I might as well say, like, subscribe, tell your friends, Nova Adventures. Oh, what an echo. Anyway, we are through the other side, and then we're going to walk back through. And they say there is light at the end of the tunnel. Well, if there isn't, you're in trouble. But thankfully, there is. There we are, the other side of the tunnel. Here we are then, you can see the viaduct just beyond. But we are going to go for a walk into the basin, hopefully. Not sure where, there is a path down there somewhere. And we do have a boat coming across the aqueduct, only a small one though.
It's not a convent.
There it is. Only a small aqueduct, this one. Sure if you can hear me, but on that sign there, Croeso I Gymru, welcome to Wales. Having left my information inside Nova, I am now voicing over this. So as you see, this is the start of the aqueduct. As I've said before, it is the Chirk Aqueduct. It is 70 foot or 21 meters high, and it is a distance of 710 feet or 220 meters long. It is a navigable aqueduct that carries what is now the Llangollen Canal across the Ceiriog Valley near Chirk. And the aqueduct and the viaduct, as you see there, actually spans two countries, that being England and Wales. The aqueduct was designed by the civil engineer Thomas Telford for the Ellesmere Canal. The resident engineer was M. Davidson, who also acted as resident engineer on a number of Telford's other works. There you can see through the arch of the viaduct. The foundation stone was laid on the 17th of June 1796, and it was completed in 1801. There we are, walking across the aqueduct. It has a cast iron trough within which the water is contained. The masonry walls hide the cast iron interior. The aqueduct consists of 10 arches, each with a span of 40 feet or 12 meters. The water level is 65 feet or 20 meters above the ground and 70 feet or 21 meters above the river Ceiriog below. The stonework is yellow sandstone, and it is a grade 2 star listed structure. Originally built with iron plates at the base of the trough only, iron side plates were added to the aqueduct in 1870 to alleviate leakage. As is true for the entire Llangollen Canal, a steady current flows in the aqueduct, with the narrow cross-section of the aqueduct's trough amplifying this flow. The Chirk Tunnel starts at the north end of the Chirk Aqueduct, allowing the canal to continue towards Llangollen. The Chirk Viaduct, or Railway Viaduct, was built later alongside the aqueduct. It is slightly higher than the aqueduct, as you can see there. There we are, coming to the end of the aqueduct. We are now entering England, and there's a sign One quick look back towards Wales as we back into Wales. What an amazing structure. As you see, there's a photo of this old house, and what a shame. It looks like people have started to do some work and stopped. We have to be careful because we are on a suspended floor. And can we get upstairs? Let's have a look. Here we go. Another urban explore. Nothing as grand as Pembrokeshire, but we should tread carefully. There you go. Simply, it would have been 2 rooms. Would have been a chimney breast there that's been blocked up, and then another little room with a chimney breast on the outer wall there. What a shame. Hopefully no bats in this one. Doesn't look like it. And what view do we have out of the windows? Treading very carefully. Not very much because of the trees, but what a crying shame. Obviously people have been in here writing graffiti on the wall, which is not really good. Anyway, let's get out of here and walk on. We are hoping to get some drone footage, even a photo of the aqueduct and viaduct together. Oh. While we're here, there's 2 windows on the pine end that you can't see, and then just through the back here would have been the kitchen, pantry. But yeah, amazing. These buildings unfortunately don't stand the test of time. Let's see if we can get some light on in here for you. There we are. So this would have been actually a bathroom because you can see the handrail on the wall there, but originally I would have thought either a bathroom or a pantry. Leaning more towards the bathroom, mind you, because it is all tiled and it has a window. Normally pantries don't have a window. Okay, right, let's get out of this one and walk on. Well, welcome to Chirk Bank, and it says you're just a few steps away from the only place on our waterways where you can stand in 2 countries at the same time. Part of the 11-mile Pontcysyllta World Heritage Site, and at 70 feet high, that's 4.5 double-decker buses itself. Chirk Aqueduct carries wonderful Welsh water in the Llangollen Canal all the way into England to provide water for Shropshire Union Canal. There we go. Here we are then, we're doing the circular walk, and as you see, a train track across viaduct. I'll not stand on there for too long. I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to get any photos with the drone with David. Hopefully we can. We just need to find a place to do that. Right, we've come alongside the road here. I won't film the gentlemen, they'd rather not be filmed, but if you see up there, there is an orange X on that tree there, and unfortunately that has got rot or ash dieback. They said they've had to cut down a huge amount of trees recently, and again you can see on that tree over there that also has an orange X on it, so that one has to go. That one there by the side of the road, that has to go as well, and that one there is part gone. You can see the trunk is broken. What a shame. These trees are infested either by ash dieback or foot rot or butt rot, because it happens at the base of the trunk. And then this one again is gone. Okay, so I did ask, and apparently we can go alongside the field down there and get a bit closer to the viaduct. So if the wind drops just a little bit, we'll get David up and see if we can get a photo for you. I'm not sure we'll get any video of that, so yeah, I can see the aqueduct is through there, running across that. Right, okay, let's crack on, find the bridge and find the kissing gate. And if you have a partner and you go through kissing gate, you know what you need to be doing? Having a kiss. Right, okay, let's go. Enough talking for now. There we are then, just to prove, although we are in a farmer's field, we have sheep and lambs in the distance, so we won't be bothering them. But there we are, walking the picturesque. So we are on probably what's a permissive footpath, keeping to the bank of the river. And in the distance over there is the viaduct with the aqueduct behind it. Not sure if you can hear me, but there are a couple of lambs there, look, having something to drink now. Ah, beautiful. The wind has dropped just a little bit, and as you see in the distance there is the viaduct first with the aqueduct behind it. We're just going to get forward of these power lines and hopefully get David up for a photo of both from this side and then from the other side. Wow, beautiful place. Let's go back over to the footpath though. So there we are, both in the same shot. What a feat of engineering. Wow. So the wind dropped quite a bit and we were able, as you can see, to get some footage. So we want now just to pop to the other side of the aqueduct and get some footage from the other side looking back, so we get the aqueduct in full view. Still on the footpath, we took off and landed right by there, and you can see the footpath runs along there, and it runs along there, round there, and underneath the aqueduct and viaduct in the distance, well away from the sheep and the lambs. And of course David was high enough not to disturb them. We had a couple of kites, but they didn't seem to bother with David. They just carried on their daily flying, I suppose. Okay, right, let's get over to that direction over there. Right up close to the viaduct now. Pity we can't get the detail on that pillar there. Here is the detail of that pillar. It looks absolutely stunning. Wow, stunning. I didn't think, when I turned up, I didn't think we would get this close to it, to be honest. But we have. We are now smack in the middle of both viaduct and aqueduct. There you go, all the way up there, look. And then all the way up there, but not as far as it is up there. So anyway, we are walking through. Did think about doing a drone footage through there, but there is quite a bit of trees, so, and I haven't bought my hat with me either, so you'd see my solar panel. One! That is amazing. Underneath the arch you get its own echo. Ready? Hello! Oh my god, these structures, they just beg a belief. Up there is the drain hole of the aqueduct for when they service the trough, and as you see the river running through there. Again, we are on a public footpath. Amazing. Let's try and get you some footage then, because this really is the one that we've come to see. The viaduct is a bonus in my opinion. There are a few birdies about, but hopefully they won't bother David too much. There we are, looking back. Hopefully the sun will be kind to us, and if I just come into where the tractor marks are there, you can see through one arch and right through the other. Ah, look at the lambs, how pretty! Ah, so pretty. Will never be on my dinner plate. Never, ever, ever. Right, okay, I think we are far enough to get both the aqueduct and viaduct in from this side. Let's do it. Time to leave Chirk Aqueduct and Viaduct, and the footage from David the drone this way will be a little bit dark, The sun is up over there, so unfortunately we're on the wrong side, but there we are. It is what it is, and hopefully you've enjoyed the footage of that. We are along the riverbank. Not going to get any closer than that. It is falling in, as you can see just by there. Right, okay, time to get back to Nova now and have something to eat for lunch. Walking back now towards towards the aqueduct now, and we have a couple of friends. There we are, a couple of geese there, happily chomping away on the canal edge grass there. Yeah. Yeah, oh, beautiful. Yes, noisy and beautiful, isn't it? Yes. What do you think about that then? Eh? There we are. Let's leave them in peace. Well, I'm walking back. You've seen the last pub in England, which was the Bridge Inn. I thought I was seeing things. I thought I was seeing a train, but it's not. It is a boat, and it's coming into your view about now. There we are, nice and gently. Oh, they're a bit like London buses, aren't they? You don't see any, and then you see two. There's another one coming behind it. There we are, coming into your view now with it. Dog there, look. Anyway, there's another boat there, look. Drunken Snailer. I hope they're not drunk. What a day for it. Didn't think I'd see one, let alone two. Okay, let's walk back then to Chirk. There's that house that we went in earlier. At the start of the aqueduct. I need to get a bit more practice with David, and it is a bit windy, as you could probably hear, but using the tracking mode, because crossing the aqueduct would be quite nice, but as you can hear, it is windy. That's where we walked down there, of course. Okay, let's carry on. Once again, we've only got a rail to the east side, and they have put some chain link fence in there. Anyway, you can clearly see the edge of the trough. If I just go down there, you can see the metal running there, and then you can see the joint there. It's quite a fast flowing aqueduct, this one. The wind is probably pushing it a bit as well. So here we are, carrying on across the aqueduct, and guess what's coming? Through tunnel 23 there's another narrowboat. Now, view down to my right hand side. Nice circular walk, that. Unexpected. We walked from across there, so there's your view. You said about the middle arch, which probably would be that one. A bit windy. Hopefully you can hear me. We'll watch this narrowboat coming across the aqueduct. Stunning boat, that. Hello. Nice and gently. As the aqueduct was designed and built by Thomas Telford, there is a new housing estate up there, and it's called Bryn Telford Arise, in dedication to the man who built the aqueduct, of course. Right, we're walking back to where we parked Nova. I'm going to have some very late lunch. The time is now 10 to 4. So we did go into Cafe Wilver, and as you see, police station Gorsev Headley, but there is no police station here anymore. I think it's like a community space. As you see, the building to your right hand side would have been the police station, and in fact there still is. Look at that, what I was saying, there still is the old police sign up there, look. Now, have you seen, we've got police sign up there, and what do we have here? We have a post box, North Wales Police Post only. So Post Headley, Gogledd, Cymru and Unig. And then what we have there then is a handset, well, push button now. It would have been a handset, but not anymore, unless, oh yes, you just press to call that now. You used to have a handset, and we've got Welsh at the top, English at the bottom, and then if you can see it, we've got Braille there as well. So yeah, you can still call the police from here, or you can put some post in there. I'm not sure why you'd want to post to North Wales Police, but there we are. Okay, right, time for some lunch in Nova now before we move on to our next destination, which unfortunately for you will be in part 2. That's it for part 1. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you'd like to do all the good stuff, that would be much appreciated. So watch out for part 2 of this Nova adventure.